Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy JDiesel back at you with another episode of Under the Radar. And back with me this week after a hiatus is my partner in crime, Grandmaster FloKey. How you doing today, my man?
Yo, real talk, I missed you.
Oh, damn, right to my heart.
Yo, I missed you, bro. Like, I was at work. I was like, yo, JDiesel's, I'm missing my co-host. It was bad. I was like, dog, this would be my night. But we got a lot to talk about today, and we have one of my favorite people on today. He asked us to be on this podcast.
Oh,
I remember
okay.
he hitting me up. He was like, yo, I want in. And I was like, you gotta wait your turn. This is the perfect time with all the World Tour announcements and CEO just this weekend. We wanted to introduce to you guys one of them. He's kind of like, he's really good. He plays at the house when he shows up, and he's like the advocate for halal guys on Twitter. Please welcome to the podcast, Lowry.
Yo, what up?
Yo, you like that intro though? Like that
Yeah,
intro?
it was pretty good. It was pretty.
The halal guys aficionado.
Yes,
That's
the only one.
The only one? You're repping the whole team by yourself?
Yeah, every time I bring somebody to halal guys, they like it. 100% success.
Ooh, I mean, the option that works every time that's not something to mess with.
Yeah, why change it up if it works every time?
Exactly.
That's
Now,
very true.
obviously, we all know, we on the podcast know who you are, but why don't you take a couple seconds to tell the folks at home a little bit about yourself, your background. Just tell the people who you are, Lowry.
Word. So, I've been playing fighting games this will be the second year since the day DragonBall FighterZ. I cut my teeth at House of Chaos. Basically raised by Bum and everybody there. I am also an esports writer. I've written for a million different games throughout the past 7-8 years.
Wow.
I also used to play Magic the Gathering professionally. And yeah, I've pretty much lived esports for almost a decade. And now I'm here competing in Dragon Ball, well, trying to. And yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I was
resume.
gonna say that's a whole sheet right there. Damn.
Yo,
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I'm about to show. He's like, yo, professionals. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, he had the reference sheet, and he had all his contact.
Hold on. Let me talk about my illustrious career right here.
That's actually really crazy. And I know you're trying to dabble a bit in commentary. Is that correct?
So I've done commentary across a bunch of different stuff before, but nothing super serious. But I'm definitely interested in doing so. I think I have a pretty good voice for it, and I would love to do it given option.
You would be fun on the mic. Just having talked to you as a person, you would be fun to listen to. I would love to do co-commentary with you, just because I know I would be laughing while doing co-commentary, and that's always the best.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to control myself. I would honestly maybe pull a Tasty Steve and grab your arm.
Oh,
if we see something random, I'll be like, bro, what is that?
Yeah, why? My thing with commentary is that I always try to be as accurate as possible because,
Yep.
And it's not just at FGC, but I see it a lot, and people either don't pay attention or don't understand what's happening when they commentate. But it's even if it comes at the cost of humor, it's always best to be accurate. And if you're not confident in being accurate, don't try to explain it.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that. Did you see the post that Lord Knight made? I want to say it was a couple weeks or about a month back, where he talked about this on Twitter.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And I kind of as a commentator, I kind of see it from both sides, because I watch a lot of commentary to try to work on my own, but also have been in the seat, and it's tough because for some people, they feel the need when you're on the desk, then there's dead time. They just want to fill it with something, right?
Yeah.
And so even if they don't quite know, they'll take a stab at something, and it's kind of like you say, where when you take a stab in the dark, usually you're not going to be right. Especially with one of the biggest things I see people do, they'll throw out frame data stuff. That's just not right. They'll just pull a number out. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, it comes out like, frame 8." It's like, do you have it? Do you know?
Do you know that?
Where?
Yeah.
Right. You either know what frame it comes out on or you don't. Instead, one thing I think would help a lot of commentators is if you get in that type of situation, just talk about what the option was. Is it a high, low? Is it a mid? Whatever. Like, talk about like more what's going on in neutral and less on the exact specifics if you don't really know.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. My biggest pet peeve is when people go for stuff like resets and a commentator say that tilts me so bad. It happens a lot in Unist, I noticed. There's not a lot of resetting in Unist because Unist is a much slower game than Dragon Ball, but you can tell when somebody resets in Unist. You can tell.
It's intentional.
Yeah, especially when they're playing someone like Wagner or Eltnum. Like, you can tell because they're not trying to drop stuff.
Let's not talk about Wagner. We don't.
Oh my
God! All right, hold on.
Nah.
So, no. Listen. You just gotta block. She can't mix.
No, but she plus on everything, dog.
So just wait. This is what you do against Wagner. I don't even play Units. Like, I love the game. I just don't have time to play it like that. This is what you do against Wagner. You block it out, especially if she has shield installed. Just block it out. Win GRD. Use GRD to see if she pushed the button. DP out if your character has a DP. That's it.
That's crazy.
And like 75% of the cast has a DP. 90% of the cast has a reversal in general.
I've done a commentary for Eunice. There's a lot of reversal like the defensive options are good if you just wait your turn and you don't try to just force your way out constantly.
Yeah, unless it's like Seth, and good luck.
Yeah. No, yeah, and I think too with
Carmine can also be pretty oppressive.
That's true. That's very true. Carmine, yeah, I think with the release of Samurai Showdown, which is tomorrow,
Sam Show
officially,
boys.
That game is gonna be like and I was on a stream just recently. Yeah, if you press a button, you better hope it goes through, and if you mess up, you die. You actually die. Like, that game might have to be 3 out of 5.
Probably.
Because you die.
Sam Show is dive kick with extra steps.
It's
pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
That's really what it is.
That's so good. Are you interested in playing Sam Show, Ali?
It's one of those games where I would enjoy watching it, but I would never, ever.
It's like one of those. It's one of those. It's nice eye eye candy, but like sitting down to play, like it's so like you have to be so patient.
It's not even so much that, like, it's just that I wouldn't enjoy that type of pace of game.
Okay.
So it's not because I'm not patient, because contrary to popular belief, because everybody thinks I'm like Unga, and I'm not. I'm actually pretty but that type of game I would much rather it's kind of like watching like soccer versus rugby. Like, I would I enjoy both. I would never play rugby because I just don't like the pace of it compared to soccer. Even though soccer is like a totally different pace, albeit a little bit slower at times.
It's something that you just jive better with the game flow.
Yeah. I watch the hell out of that because who doesn't like watching people
Yeah, that game is
people die in that game.
Like, it's gonna be a fun game to watch. Like, definitely with CEO this weekend. But one of the bigger topics that we got to get into is we got the World Tour announcement, boys.
World Tour, baby.
How you feeling year 2? Are you guys excited? You guys hoping for free water?
If there is not water at every single event, I think you need your event license revoked if you can't provide water. At the most, I'm sorry. It's 2019. Like, I hate to use current year as a reason for anything, but like, come on. Water is one of those things that like can make or break an event, but no one will ever care if it's there. It's bad when we've gotten to the point where when people review their time at an event, they will mention if there was water there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't think that paints a good state of things. Lowry, how do you feel about this?
So, Evo was my first big fighting game. Well, I shouldn't say that because I played like Super TSP and stuff last year, but Evo was my first like super major.
Yeah.
In fighting games in general. I almost passed out at Evo because I was like in the middle of my pool.
That's yeah.
That's bad.
In Vegas,
Jeez.
a desert, there should never, ever be a water problem at any venue. Like previously said, like it's just that makes no sense to me.
Yeah. It really doesn't, because like I don't understand how, like, it's one of those things that it's not that hard to correct,
It's not.
but it does require a certain amount of forethought, because you either need
Yeah.
to have catering or you need to have people pick up water and then get big containers and then, you know, set it up. It requires some amount of effort on the organizer's behalf. Now, granted, I understand it's obviously very difficult to coordinate your stream runners, your pool runners, your bracket, have set up, take down, all of that. I understand. But water really does have to make it onto that list somewhere. It doesn't need to be at the very top, but it's got to be on the list. That's just how I feel about it at this point, having been to a bunch. But you know what? For all the crap that people give Big E, because people get on Big E's case about stuff. There's been water at Big E's events. You know what? And that's something that, I mean, if Evo can't provide water, but Big E can, where's the disconnect?
Yeah, like you're not going to be thirsty at Big E events at all.
No.
Yeah.
No, you won't.
And I've been to 2, I believe. Yeah, you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Not to
I
be-
think. Yeah, I think Final Round had water, and ECT did water. Shout out to Bacardi, Willie P, or Walter, Craig, and Zach Ketterman. They had water. But yeah, Big E definitely is like the big water. But
Big
going back
water.
to the world, big water,
Big
man.
water,
Big
boy.
water plays. Yo, you're gonna go on commentary. It's like, man, this dude got hit with the big water play.
Oh my goodness.
He's about to drink that water and he's just gonna enjoy himself. I'm literally gonna talk about that on commentary. Big water play. Someone clip that.
Oh my god.
So
Clayton special.
so
Could somebody clip that? And on everything. There's Vegito 5L. Can you somebody?
Oh my god.
no,
Bro.
we had Josh Vegito on the podcast.
No, not childish Vegito. I'm talking about Clayton. The
Clayton.
combo
Oh,
god,
shit.
yeah. Childish Vegito's my boy.
Yeah, Jeremy's the boy. Shout out to him. He actually, which real quick, not trying to show, but shout out to the boys. They got me a big ass stick, and like I know JDiesel was a part of it. Man, it's a
Oh,
psychopath.
look,
But
you're my
besides
commentator
the point.
in crime. All right, man.
But besides the point, going back to this World Tour conversation, they did change the format. I'm gonna pull up
Points, baby. We are not just doing 7 events.
Thank God. I think that was like the biggest complaint
Yes.
of the 2018-2019 tour was that there was no point system involved, similar to the Capcom Pro Tour, the Tekken World Tour. There was no such thing. Instead, now we still have the 3 Saga events. You still have Sagas, but you also have Tenkaichi events. So literally, we're playing Budokai now. We're out here.
Yeah, pretty much.
That it's OD, which the 3 Saga events right now are Evo, which is I think is a given. I think that would be a given. Like Evo should have been a Saga event last year.
Evo deserves the spot just due to the prestige.
Yeah, I agree. And then 2 very interesting slots: Red Bull Spain and Red Bull Japan.
I'll tell you right now, whoever wins that Japan event, good luck. Like that,
that
you want to talk about the most stacked Saga we're gonna see all year? I'm calling it right now. It's got to be the Japan one.
It's gonna be it's gonna be Japan or Spain for sure. Lowry, how do you feel from going from 7 Saga events to 3 Saga events?
Given that the system now supports like grinding more than anything, I'm totally like it's not the Kazunoko tour anymore.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons, like the point system being one of them, but 2 is just everybody's getting better.
Yes.
Like not to say that Kaz isn't, because he definitely is.
It's the Goichi tour now.
Definitely.
Yeah, probably.
And then there's 11 Tenkaichi events. The first one being this weekend at CEO, which last year it was a Saga event, so it kind of did get a downgrade. I thought we're gonna still have like 5 or 6 Saga events, and then have like 12 Tenkaichi events. So kind of have like Premier Capcom like Cup style where you have like 6 to 8 like
Direct
Premier events.
qualifiers, yeah.
Yeah, qualifiers, and then you have those like handful of point official ones. Which the point breakdowns for each one, and this is gonna be interesting for this weekend. If you don't make top 12 or top 16, you get nothing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to be top 12 for points.
Yeah, so the point breakdowns for Tenkaichi is first place gets 200, second place 150, third place 100, then 70, 45 for fifth, 25 for seventh, 15 for ninth, and then 13 for it gets 10. Everybody else gets smoked. And then for a saga event, everything gets bumped up more. And then if you make top 48 over at a saga event with placing at 33rd, you are guaranteed points at those events, which I think is interesting.
Out of pools-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. It's I think now with and I think they're kind of setting up these saga events to be like those super majors like you were talking about before, Lowry. Right. So I feel like depending on the number for Evo, that or like especially Evo, because that's gonna be the first one potentially. You're gonna see a lot of different things coming out of that. And I think also Red Bull Spain is gonna be looking stacks. I know some people. I heard Europe's ridiculous at this game. Like Shanks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared of Shanks.
He's good.
I'm scared of Shanks. Yeah. So and then there's actual more money involved this year, I believe, for prize pools.
Yes, there's like a big pot bonus.
Yeah, which I think is needed. I think the final championship event, first place goes home with 24K, which is better than last year, way better. And then second place is 13,000. So that's a 13,600. So that's looking like almost a $10,000 money match.
Yeah,
that's scary. Right. That's scary. That's scary. How we feel? So you guys excited to start this tour off? Are you guys like gonna be grinding out? Are you guys? I hope there's more North American events because they haven't really announced the rest of them yet.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be playing Dragon Ball regardless. I don't think I'm gonna be traveling or pursuing it. Yeah. Mostly because I'm like committed to multiple, like I'm competing in multiple things, and it's like really, really, really hard to balance that and a personal life and all that stuff.
Yeah.
No,
but for the people who are trying to grind and are in the area, you bet your ass I'm going to do what I can to help them.
Yeah. Jay, how did MDVA in the DMV area react to the World Tour?
The changes are nice. My personal biggest gripe last year was we had 8 people get in. You know?
Right.
And for the scale that Dragon Ball was last year, I don't think 8 people was enough to reflect like kind of the wide range of players, especially from how many different games we've pulled players from.
Right.
And I think the change to 16, I think that alone is huge. Yeah. If they had just changed it to 16 and maybe kept it as they take 2 players from each event, like the top 2, I would have been like, fine. I love the change with the point system. Yeah. I think this is going to be one, if you go out, you can grind now. And being able to enable the grinder to make it to these type of events is actually really important because I think a lot of people got discouraged, especially towards the end of last season, because it's like, you know, Lowry said it best. It was the Kazunoko show.
It was.
Do you really want to travel halfway around the world? If you're like a mid-tier player, I'm not saying if you're one of like maybe the top 5 in the world, right? If you're like maybe top 50, are you going to travel to like Australia to try to take down Kazunoko? And only the first place spot gets in.
Yeah, I'm not shit.
Right.
Yeah, like that's OD. I lost that.
And yeah, that's a problem. That like that the tour last year kind of put an exclamation mark on the problem with FGC structure in general when it comes to tournaments. In that it's always glorified that if there's a best player in the room, you need to beat them, et cetera, like the typical stuff we've heard for years. When systematically that doesn't actually work when it comes to like tournaments and grinding them, because we're not trying to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars a month just to like chase something when people are clearly better, and then we wind up with nothing to show for it. And even if we do beat them once, we'll probably still have nothing to show for it.
Right. It's like let's say like I'm not, because most, like if you're a top 20 player in the world, you might go, okay, on my very, very best day, I might be able to beat Kazunoko once.
Right.
But I have to beat him again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a one and done format. You're going to have to. Now, it's kind of weird. I know a lot of people hated the last chance qualifiers last year.
LCQs are trash.
Jeez,
I disagree. I'm gonna, now granted, there shouldn't be 5 or 4. That's too many. Yeah, you can get as close to your camera as you want. I'm gonna straight up disagree with you on this one. I'm gonna disagree with you because you're wrong. They were important because they gave a lot of people a tournament format where the dream was real. The dream wasn't real traveling to Australia to hope to take down Kazunoko twice along with the best players in the world. Now, beating somebody in a best-of-1 format? Oh, yeah. You know, random dude from Iowa who's been grinding on the sticks who could make it out to one event, it gave him that one event where skip everything else, he's got a shot.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 single limb bracket. That's the devil.
Now, granted, the way all of them were ran on the same day, whack. Should not happen again. However, I don't think the idea was total trash, because I think on a certain level, that's the sort of underdog story type thing. Like, I know somebody from Hungary who actually made it. They were in California at the time for whatever reason, and they actually got to go, and they almost made it out of their LCQ pool.
Oh my god, I forgot the guy's name.
It's Pyro. His tag is Pyro. He almost made it out of his pool. He didn't get to travel for a bunch of events. It just was never possible. But he actually got a real shot at making it onto the World Tour. And I think that's important. I think it is, because I think you want the upper lower level player, right? You want the person who's like ranked 50th in the world. You actually want that person to have a shot. I'm not saying they should get it, but give them the shot. And I think that's what LCQs are. And I think they're important.
Yeah, I agree. I think single limb's kind of whack.
Well, isn't that what the point system we have now is supposed to be designed for? Like, if you're consistently top 16ing,
yeah, it is.
You're probably going to get in.
And this is addressed that. I'm talking about last year. I'm saying why I don't think LCQs last year were like complete trash.
Yeah.
Right. Like, so my point is more so that if anything, it just like, yeah, you'll have a chance to maybe spike against one good player, but like those LCQs was literally all top 20 players. So like, there will be that one story. Like there's going to be a Bonbon, right? Somebody who's never heard of.
And
before,
he made the run.
And he was like made the run. He was godlike, even though I knew him before. He was godlike before. But
are you going to be the person I knew him before he was cool?
No, it's not that. No, it's not that.
I know, I'm just messing.
Yo, that's OD. He was like, yo, I knew about you knew about that Bonbon guy? Yo, I got you.
Bonbon.
And like those stories are like awesome or whatever, but it's, I don't know, it's just a lot of survivorship bias that I don't really like. Because
okay. So you want to see consistent performance outlive the like one shot dream.
I want to see these good players get paid.
That's true.
I think spiking an LCQ to just get crushed by them in the actual main event and winding up with probably nothing is not really helping anything, is it?
Yeah, it's kind of defeating the purpose.
Yeah, which is why I like the point system we have now compared to what we had last year, because like if you're getting in through consistency, if you're top 16 and stuff and you maybe spike a top 8 or whatever, you'll probably get something along the way, whereas before you were getting nothing the whole time if you didn't literally top 8. Some of these events paid top 3. Which still to this day blows my mind. I don't understand how major fighting game tournaments only pay the top 3 or top 8. When I can go sometimes cursed. when I can go to another game and go 2-2, 2-3, and make $250 on a local in a weekend. Like, come on. Like,
I very much agree. I think that's more of a systemic problem with the FGC. Yes. This isn't just a Dragon Ball problem. This is an FGC problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is, to be perfectly honest, there's not enough money. And there's not. Like,
Yeah.
and here's the thing: we've got so many people who are all chasing. They're chasing the clout. They're chasing the cash. The fact of the matter is, unless you're truly OD, right? You're truly. I'm not talking about you're pretty good, right? I'm not talking about you're the best in your state. I'm talking about you're the one of the best in your nation, maybe. Then you get to the point there's money, and that's not even like full life money. That's like, okay, this is enough to justify maybe taking some of these trips. The money's just not there. And the thing is, FGC is we're grassroots, and we're starting to be esports. And there's a lot of pushback against esports. But the problem is esports is currently where the purse is. And that's the kind of struggle for like the heart and soul of the FGC to an extent that's going to be fought going forward. Because do you guys remember the last Sonic Fox vs. Goichi match?
Stop. I remember that.
Do you guys remember this? Where it was a big esports production, and it was like really bad. Like, I don't
know. It was the grand opening of Esports Arena in Vegas.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I remember people were extremely upset. But the problem is, like, these are the growing pains we're going to have if we ever want esports to be part of this. Now, it sucks that it happens, right? And I'm not giving a free pass. Like, yeah, esports, do whatever terrible job you want right now because you're starting to put money in. Not to that extent. But I think we are going to have to make concessions over time. It's not going to be perfect. It's an example like, do you guys remember when Smash was being streamed on Disney XD? And what they did was
I remember that.
And they had two sets of commentary. They had one for Twitch, and they had one for Disney XD. Like, that's the kind of stuff that in the future would probably end up happening more, especially if we want FGC to go mainstream.
Because that at Evo 2016, I believe, with Street Fighter V on ESPN.
Yep.
And
that's the kind of stuff that like we're gonna need to do more of right now. Because I think like I love the FGC. I think this is a beautiful community. We're niche. We're niche.
We're the cool people.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be niche, but I think people need to be real about that. Because people complain, oh, there's not enough money, there's not enough this and that. You're right. We don't have enough bodies, and we're not pulling in enough money to justify people putting up enough money. If I'm a sponsor, why am I going to put $10K into a pot if I'm not going to get $10K worth of value out?
Right.
Now, that value doesn't have to be dollars immediately, but I have to get $10K worth of advertising. I have to get $10K worth of brand building. And we're just not there yet.
No, absolutely.
And I'm hopeful that as like we kind of traverse this esports grassroots relationship more, we'll get to a point where it is more seamless and that we'll be able to have access to that money without having to compromise what the FGC is about. Will that happen, or will we, sell our souls for sick pot bonuses? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that's what the FGC is. No. But people like Mike Ross had different opinions because, Lowry, how do you feel about this?
I think the grassroots is super overrated and it's like whack, kind of. Like, I should rephrase. I don't think grassroots is whack, but I think it's something that's just like super, super outdated and you just need to move on. Like grassroots wasn't that great. Let's be real. It wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was not that great. It's still not great. For a lot of reasons. A lot of them being bigotry. Like, yes, it is a pretty damn diverse community, except when it comes to women and queer people. Let's be real.
Facts. Bars. True bars.
It's welcoming until you wind up not being good enough, and then people start dropping you. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, everybody will enjoy your company and want to help you, unless you're living in a niche neighborhood and you can't really get your locals up because not enough people are around. So unless you're in New York or California or Japan or somewhere in Europe, a concentrated place in Europe, you're probably not going to get shown that much. Like,
let's get real for a second.
Like those are the actual problems. Like, you want to talk about grassroots when all we really want is to have the rich get richer. Like, if it wasn't for NLBC and right now bums, Dragon Ball would probably not be that big a deal anymore.
No, definitely around the East Coast for sure.
Yeah, at least in the US, because I know Dragon Ball's still really freaking big in Japan. But that's just real talk. Like we're like Dragon Ball is a Bronx game in the country. Like it is a Bronx game. Like we don't go to NLBC anymore. Well, it's because it's really far from a lot of us, but and like out the way. But we don't go there anymore. We go to Bums to play Dragon Ball, but mostly just to hang out because we want to support them. Like, and it's not it's not the reason why I'm playing less, but like it's one of the reasons why I don't care about like trying to get on a tour or anything like that, trying to get these points, because it's just I don't see FGC as a whole making that push toward something being worthwhile.
I agree.
Until like overall we step up, because it's just like, okay, let's say I grind these points and I don't know, I happen to top 8 one of these events.
Okay.
Then what? I guess I keep going. Okay, then what? Let's say I actually do really well and make the championship or whatever, and I happen to top 8 it. Like I make a godlike run and I top 8.
Right.
I do really well. Then what? Nothing. That's it. You start over.
It's kind of weird. It's like you go back to square one.
You go back to square one plus around 500 followers on Twitter, and you get another 100 more likes on your training mode videos, and that maybe pick up a top tier sponsor.
Yeah, and maybe pick up a few more followers on your Twitch. Maybe get extra subs. Maybe get a couple more emotes. Finally, it's stupid. And I kind of, going back to what you mentioned about being a Bronx game. I think there's a lot of niche communities like around, not just in the Bronx, but kind of like do STEM, like give inspiration. Like I feel like for my states, Connecticut in particular, like I feel like we've kind of like I've taken a lot of influence from BOM, 100%, and like the way like I try to be welcoming and like that kind of thing. Like BOM really has set the standard for Dragon Ball Fighters in 2019, and a lot of other TOs need to be looking at that. In terms of what they're doing. Luckily, again, like I think New England and the East Coast is like very, very like I want to say I think the East Coast is like one of the stronger ones. I mean, obviously you have the Bronx, but you have all these other states that are putting stuff together. Like Xanadu is putting stuff together. We're trying.
We're trying out here.
Massachusetts is putting stuff together. Like. For Christ's sake, me, CT, and Master teaming up for an event, like just to show that New England has like stuff. So like it's weird. We're in 2019, and Dragon Ball is in a weird spot. But kind of shifting gears now. CEO is this weekend.
Our first Tenkaichi event.
Unfortunately. Not as big as it was last year because it doesn't have the first year hype around it now. Plus, we didn't know what's going on with the World Tour until last minute. So only racked in about 345 to 349.
I will say though, I agree. If they were gonna hold the news this long about the tour, I'm glad they didn't make this a Saga event.
100%.
I think that would have been a little unfair to wait till like 2 weeks before the CEO and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, if you actually care, this is one of your only Saga events in North America.
That's what happened last year.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. Go ahead.
Going off on another tangent, that reminds me, this whole you got to pay more the longer you wait thing needs to go.
That's bad. That's bars.
Especially since it is so hard to find an aggregate list of events in a concise place. Smash GG does not count because it's so hard to find any information on there.
If you don't know the exact event you're looking for, you'll never find it.
You'll never find it. I didn't even realize CEO was this week until like a week ago. I didn't know when Defend the North was, and that thing is 20 minutes from my house. I was just like, wait, is Defend the North the end of July? And Sharpie was like, no, it's the middle of July. I was like, yo, I almost double booked.
Oh, bless Sharpie.
Shout out to Sharpie. She's the best. Play Skullgirls. But like, it's like there's no concrete place where you can like find a list of events right there in front of you, and you can just scroll through like this is here, this is here, this is here. Separate by region, all this other stuff. Smash GG is the most convoluted. It's not a garbage site, but like finding specifically what you want is so hard on there, and you get penalized for for not having a way to find this in a fast manner.
Agreed.
So either we need to make something to make this easier, or these price increases need to go, because I'm not spending $80 for an event that pays out to top 3. Let's be real.
Yeah, I think that is one of the things that is like the most jarring, is like what the payouts are. Because Lowry, you've obviously played Magic at a competitive level. Probably because you've played a lot of GPs, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you've played a lot of GPs, so you've seen the price structure for that. Yeah, but I mean,
128 now.
Yeah, even think about like the side event structure at a GP. Like, it's infinitely better than almost any FGC event I've ever seen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I touched on it before, but the weekend of I forget, it was an event earlier this year. I can't think of it right now, but that same weekend I went to a local at my local game store.
Yeah.
Just wanted to play Magic that week. I just felt like playing because I was doing nothing else. I went 2-3 on that weekend in a 5-round tournament. And we decided, you know what, let's all split or whatever. It's fine. And I made $200. I'd be lucky if I made $200 if I made grand finals of a main.
Or just HOC, because HOC has gotten to the point now where they rack in the most money.
Yeah, and like HOC still doesn't pay that much. It's not because like Bum's doing anything wrong. It's just like that. Like that's how the payouts. And
yeah,
like that sucks. Like I can go to F&M and make more.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Are you fellas ready to go through these pools? We did this for combo breakers.
God, here we go.
Are we ready?
These pools are stacked.
Okay.
Yo,
now
I
this
honest to God might have a viewing party like on my stream, or just like a pool blow up thing on my stream.
I'll have to let you know if I actually make it on stream.
Jay, if you make
see
it on
if it
stream,
can happen.
I will watch that live on my Twitch.
I was on stream for CEO last year as I got absolutely waxed by Agenrost.
I got waxed by Momochi, but we don't talk about that.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well,
let's do this.
Let's kick it off here. Pool A1. Now we picked 3 people. So each of us are going to pick the 3 people we think are going to make it out of this pool.
All right.
And I will, and just for fun, I will keep track of each of our picks.
Oh,
and I will see who is going to be the most accurate.
Oh, yo. I'm actually OD at predictions. Combo breaker. Me and Challenge Vegito made OD pick, and you got smoked. JDiesel,
my God, I wasn't that smoked. I had like a couple raw. Oh, don't do that to me.
Coming out.
Oh my God.
But
this is what I deal with.
A1. I've already seen 3 names that I can see making it out. In winners. Being an Apology Man, a Mean Assassin, and Omega Tom Hanks.
Those are also my picks. I don't think a Mini Assassin can beat Apology Man just because like the way they play. I think Vinny pretty much hard counters how Mini Assassin plays.
Yeah.
But I think between those 2 and Omega Tom Hanks, not a distant third, but pretty.
I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close. I think the one thing, because I know Alex personally, I think the one thing that because he does play nervous, but he has some of the best jab super dash reactions out of all of them. Like he plays patient like a madman. Yeah. The thing is though, is he gonna now he has momentum coming off HOC? Is he now gonna have a target on his back? How many who were in this pool are downloading this dude?
Yeah.
I mean that is the thing that you kind of deal with, right? Being a threat in your pool. Yeah, that's kind of the thing you have to
deal with now.
Yeah, because people are especially when somebody has the extra game, if they're unranked for whatever reason. Yes. I know that I've definitely sat down and looked at who I would play next, right? Like if I win my first game, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be playing whoever this seed is, right? And I'm gonna go watch their gameplay. I'm gonna learn shit about them. So you do kind of have a little bit of a target. I think you guys are right. I think the only other person who has any shot would be Frank Lotion, but I don't think he's gonna get. I think Omega Tom Hanks has been training under ASAP Ricky, and that's enough for me to fear him.
Yeah,
Ricky's you know what I mean?
God.
I'm honestly, I think a mini assassin, if he's gonna lose, he's gonna lose to himself.
That's the truth. I feel like I feel like a lot of times, a lot of players like that, like all the newer kind of age players, kind of get stuck in that stigma, where it's like even like me, right? Like I feel like there's a lot of players that get stuck in this like you lose to yourself versus what happens in the game. So I feel like that it's gonna come down to Apology Man's experience versus me Assassin's kind of young buck mentalities.
Yeah.
So
All
let's
right.
move on to A2.
All right. So I
Yo.
guess Lowry, you're next in the order on the screen, so you get pool A2 first.
I mean, Fenrich.
Yeah.
I think, like, let's be real. He is one of the best. He's like top 3 in my opinion in the world. But I think he's making it out of winners. I think Random Fiend is going to make it out of losers. And I'm not too familiar with anybody else. I vaguely heard of Creed, but I haven't like really seen him play in a long time. I guess I've heard of Red Spectre as well, but yeah, primarily Fenrich and Random Fiend. If Random Fiend doesn't drop his TODs, because for some reason he's still playing as if it's season 1, but
I'll tell my story about Random Fiend after this. Jay, go. You take your picks.
All right. Obviously, Fen. Yeah, random probably gets out loser side. After that, I'm gonna give it to Sparta.
Sparta.
all right.
Sparta from
Is
VA.
he from Texas? Is it? Oh, he's VA.
He's VA.
So, and we were talking about this. We had our grad party my grad party the other night. When pools came out, there was a lot of pop-offs in my house when we all found out Cisco was in Fenrich's pool.
Oh.
Because the question's gonna be, who's gonna
TOD
TOD
First, yeah.
Yeah, who's gonna actually get TOD first? Here's the thing: if Cisco drops it at 9.8 and Fenrich TODs
Oh
him
my
back,
god.
he's done.
Oh yeah, it's over. It's over.
But I think it's gonna come down to those two, 100%. I think they're gonna seed them properly. And then Heavy Cure from Florida. I think he's been training a lot too. You're gonna see a lot of for me. You're gonna see a lot of Florida picks because a lot of when we had Ricky on,
he's been training the whole Florida scene.
Yeah, he literally put Florida on his back. So you're gonna see a lot of Florida from me, not being biased. I know there's some Master Reishi hit me up on Twitter. He's from CT. Go CT. Yeah, I think it's gonna be coming down between Fenrich and Cisco.
All right, so who's your third?
Cisco, and it kind of comes down to if Cisco loses to himself, because I feel like that's what he does a lot. And if he doesn't, if he keeps in composure, I think it might be a long shot, but we might have an upset on our hands.
Really? You think Cisco could get it over Fenrich?
Cisco, if you're watching this and listening to this, I love you, my dude. Get it done this weekend.
Cisco, I love you. You're my boy. It's not. I'm just being. I think Fenrich I think Fenrich just does what Random Fiend does with that.
Okay.
I'm you, but better. That yeah.
And like that's definitely not a knock against Cisco. I think Cisco's like
he's
easily one of the best we have. Like
he's also
good.
He's also a super nice guy and very helpful on Twitter, especially when people like random people will be creating combos and he'll be like, "You could do this to make it more optimal." It's actually really awesome. Really respect that.
And again, I'm not like sliding Cisco. It's just I don't think people really understand just how good Fenrich is.
Fenrich hasn't changed teams.
He's playing the same team he's played since Bardock came out.
I still that still blows my mind. Every other pro has everyone like at the top has all shuffled their teams except for him. He's just like, no, I'm good. This is the team I'm gonna play for the rest of the game.
Not that great.
I mean, too, like he's been playing Jin in BlazBlue probably since the game originally happened. I'm not sure. I don't know all the history on Fenrich, but from what I've known, like he's known to be the Jin in BlazBlue.
So who's your third place pick, FloKey?
My third place is Heavy Cura from Florida.
All right.
So now it is A3. Jay, who do you got?
All right. Who do I got here? Kazuki Kaze, I think is going to be one. Tachikawa gets out winners. Kazuki gets out losers. And who do I like for my third pick here? TK Breaker. Wait a second. Do I know this person?
I know you know this person.
Pretty
That
sure
man
he's
is-
a Xanadu regular.
Yeah, I
Xander.
definitely. Oh my god, it's TK. I do I have to pick my Maryland boy?
I feel like you have to be biased a little bit. There is some bias. So
Oh
it's
god,
up
there's
to
a
you.
lot of Florida repping in this pod. This is a Florida stacked pod. You know what? I'm gonna take TK Breaker. I gotta stand by. I gotta stand by Maryland. I gotta stand.
So a couple names that I do see in here. Ajax Fidelity, who's a net play monster. I don't think anybody is prepared for Broly Frieza.
He's good.
He's really
I
good.
played him on
Also
net play.
Cage-
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah. Also Cage Black, who's also another Broly player. But yeah, I do see Tachikawa coming out in winners. I think the question for Kazuki Kaze is if he's confident in his team. He's been switching a lot.
Yeah.
That is true.
So I know the boys are going to be there, so I hope he does make it out. If he's my ideal pick, he's like my true dark horse in this bracket. Because if he's playing well, he's not going to get touched. It's either going to come down to Master Stefan from Louisiana's in there. This can go either way. I'm gonna go.
All right, who the picks?
Tachikawa,
Okay.
Kazuki Kaze. I love you, Jeremiah. Don't let me down. And I'm going to give it just because of its obscurity, and no one's gonna know it. Ajax Fidelity.
All right, there we go.
Shout out to Carnivore Gaming because that dude, literally, I'm the only person that beat that dude any set.
Yeah, that guy's good.
Yeah, and I popped off when I beat him. It was great.
So that kick it over to you, Lowry. Who do you got?
Tachikawa winners, Ajax Fidelity losers, and Kaze would be my. I actually know who Ajax Fidelity is. I've played him on that playbook. He's ridiculous.
The question is, does he bust out 17?
I think he will.
Because I think 17 Broly Frieza just sounds so obscure. No one's gonna really know what to do with it.
I think it's one of the best 17 teams, actually.
Yeah, especially under the stress of playing at a major for a lot of people. Yeah. You're in pools and you're like, what the hell am I up against? Yeah, there's certain mental pressure that goes that. Now,
I get to start this
pool? You get the first crack at this pool.
Yo, this pool.
Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you, Mr. JDiesel.
Oh God.
If you don't make it out in losers, at least I'm gonna be big sad.
What? You think I could? Okay, now here's the real question. I know you'd be sad. Do you think I have a real shot at making it out of this pool?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I think winners is Soji, losers is LK and you.
Mm-hmm. That's
wild card is Skeezer.
Okay. That is.
I have the exact same pick.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I will pick I have to pick myself.
You have to pick yourself
because if I don't pick myself, I'm sabotaging. So I will also do that. It looks like we are all in agreement on this one. That'll be an interesting pool. I actually want the run back on Lord Knight. I want to play him. This is yes, and I'll be honest. I want to play LK. He smoked me at East Coast Throwdown, and I've gotten better since then. I think LK is a very strong player, and I respect him. But yeah, I want to fucking beat LK. I'll just fucking say it. I want to fucking beat LK because
someone clip that.
No, you call it fucking clip it. Put it on Twitter. I don't care.
Yo, listen. We told y'all gonna like this episode with Lowry.
Oh my god!
I literally told y'all.
And LK is about to come for my lunch money now. That's it. I've just signed my lunch money's death warrant.
He's gonna take that money for more NLBC trips.
Oh no! Oh god! All right, and next up, we finally break into the B pools here. Lowry, you're on deck. This is a spicy one. Who you got?
All right, I'm gonna hype up my boy real.
Oh, here we go.
This man is my pick for the most improved player of 2019 in Dragon Ball. he is easily one of the best players in the country. Not even close. I think Alucard's gonna be Kazunoko.
Whoa!
I think Alucard at his absolute best can be. Remember, he almost beat Sonic Fox. It was down. He got the B&B against Sonic Fox. Regularly beats people at Sage's place.
Damn.
I think he could beat Kazuto. I think full power Alucard, especially right now, he is terrifyingly good. Like,
that's a hell of a
statement. He can take out Kazuto. Because the way Alucard plays is very. He can control a lot of space. He can stop fast players. Kazunoko is a very fast player, and I think Alucard can stop that.
So you think style-wise, you think he can help shut down some of Kazunoko's momentum?
It's not that I think he could shut it down. It's that I think he can just pace with. And I think it's really important to because the thing with Kazunoko is that he tends to like overrun you. Like you just get ran the fuck over, and he just keeps going. He doesn't stop.
Yeah, once he gets advantage, it's very hard to take it back from him.
Right.
No, I agree.
And I think Alucard is one of the best at stopping moments.
I agree with that.
Ooh.
Especially if he's playing the team I think he's playing. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I hope this match is streamed. I really want to see this match now.
I actually need to see that. I actually want to watch that from home for sure.
All right, and that leaves you with one more spot, Lowry.
Yeah, who you got?
Yeah, so yeah, Alucard winners, Kazunoko losers, and who else do we have in this? I don't see any other stuff from that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not familiar with anybody else in this pool. Yeah, not too sure.
Want to take a stab? Is there any name that you
just pick a name you believe in.
Just pick a name that you might think you like, just because.
All right, SL.
SLK.
Yeah.
All right, SLK.
Yo, go get that silk.
Yeah.
That's OD.
All right.
Jay, what you got?
God, I thought it was a foregone conclusion. I was gonna pick Kaz and Alucard, but after that like empowering speech, now I'm like hesitant. Right now, I'm hesitant to put Kaz over Alucard.
Hello, monkeys.
Oh my God.
Yo, when he came into Bums that day saying that, yo, I was just like.
All right, I'm gonna give it to Kaz. I think if they played if they play a second time, I think Alu will beat him. But I think the first time he plays Kaz will get it. I think it's gonna go to game 3. I think having watched him play and just listening to you just talk. I mean, God, you made me believe. I don't know. Sell something because you're really good at selling things.
I mean, he did beat Super Noon at Combo Breaker, made it out in winners, almost made top 8.
I think Super Noon is incredibly good, but I think saying that Super Noon and Kaz are on the same level is disingenuous.
Not on the same level, but that's something.
Like let me put it this way: right? Super Noon is an 8, Kaz is a 9. If you beating an 8 proves that you could beat a 9, but I haven't seen him beat a 9 before.
So you got Kaz winners.
I think Kaz will get. I think if they run into each other and losers, I wouldn't want to be Kazunoko though. That's what especially because after their first game, Alucard's gonna get a lot of feedback from his boys. I think that's all he'll need.
It's all data.
As for the last person, I'm gonna be in the same boat as Lowry here. I have no idea. I'm gonna pick somebody from Florida though. This seems like a good strategy. So who am I gonna take? You know what? I'm gonna take Jitsu.
So
let's go, Jitsu.
I'm gonna agree. I'm. You know what? Alucard, my man. You did me well at Combo Breaker. Give it to me again. Betting on Alucard. He's gonna be Kazunoko.
Okay.
Third pick is Neokarsh. He's a Marble OG.
All right.
Ooh, FloKey with a little bit more knowledge than the rest of us in this pool.
Listen, I've been playing since 2011. I'm old.
Oh my goodness. All right, I get first crack at this one.
B2. This one's stacked.
All right. Okay. We've got Sage. Oh. I don't know who I've gotten Sage versus Kami.
This is Mensa.
I know that sounds weird because I know a lot of people be like, nah, it's Sage. Kami's been making big moves.
He beat Sage in the grand finals at Bum's birthday battle.
Yeah, I don't want to write off Kami here. I actually think Kami. All right, here I'll come to regret this, but I actually believe in him. No, I'm gonna give it to Kami winners, to kill Sage losers. As for my last, I'm actually going to give it to Angelic.
Is Angelic playing the same team he's been playing?
He's been playing Buku. He's still one of the Buku OGs.
Yeah,
Buku, Broly, Goku.
I think so.
That's because that to me is the kind of team that people are just not going to handle well in pools. At least for me, I think character unfamiliarity at your locals is like kind of good. At a major, it's just insane because the pressure's already there for a lot of people. I think that team's going to make waves in his pool at least.
Yeah,
I agree. Definitely agree. For me, I think if Kami listens to the one track, this man has been on a streak. He literally was like streaming earlier, and like the way he's thinking about this game now. I love Sage. You're Mensa, but Kami is twice as Mensa as you.
Wow. Okay.
I think Kami is very much. I think he's sticking with his team 100% now. I think it's a matter of who really gets started in that set versus like longevity wise. I feel like whoever wins that first game is going to have momentum nonstop. So I think Kami's gonna win. To kill Sage second, and then third, I'm gonna go with Angelic.
Okay.
Kami's still playing 21 GT and Goku
Black.
Okay. I have Sage winning. I have Kami and losers, and I have Angelic as my third. I don't think it's particularly close. Outside of those three,
Yeah,
like, they're just like way above. Like Angelic too. It's just like they're that good.
So actually, since you kind of went the other way, this is a good time to ask. Why do you give it to the kill Sage? Do you think he's just gonna hold together better than Kami?
He wins neutral a little bit more, and if his Team Gohan is getting as good as I think it is, or that I've seen, then like losing neutral against Team Gohan is a fucking nightmare. And
yeah, you could never wrestle the game back.
It's really hard to, especially like you get a bar, and it's like it's a nightmare for there, especially with Sage's assists, Broly, Goku. Like you're probably gonna hit again, and you're down a character.
Yeah. Okay.
I like that. All right, so I get B3.
You get B3 first crack.
Nakiel winners. He's coming back with a vengeance.
Nakiel's nightmarish.
He beat the shit out of Cancer. He's gonna come beat the shit out of everybody. He literally is OD right now. Losers is Dacid Bro, and then anybody from Florida. I'm gonna give it to Pooh if he doesn't lose to himself. Don't lose to yourself, boy. Okay. Pooh is from Florida. He plays 21 something Goku.
I feel like it's 21. Isn't it like 21 GT Black? Something like that?
No, I think it's GT Goku. GT and Goku, I think, yeah.
Damn, that team fucking die if you get touched. Jesus.
Yeah, you die. 21's good.
Watch your whole life explode in an instant. All right, who you got, Lowry?
Definitely Nakiel winners, Dacid Bro losers, and I also have Pooh. Again, not particularly close. I don't know if Dacid Bro's been practicing as much, but I don't see anybody beating Nakiel in this pool, like never.
So I'm gonna make a different prediction. I'm gonna give it to Nakiel. I think everyone's right on that. I think Nakiel gets out winners easy. I'm gonna put Pooh out. Pooh gets out loser side. And then for the last one, I've got to pick him, literally because he's my brother. I'm gonna give it to my fat toy.
Oh, he's your bro. Your
This
brother.
this man has been on his grind, and he has been training a lot with Seven. I don't know if you guys who know who Seven is.
Yeah, 7 plays with June.
Yeah, he Seven beat Nakiel at the DMV cookout, and then and sent him to losers. He got bracket reset, from what I understand, but really good. I actually think he's made a lot of progress, and I think he has a non-zero shot of making it out of this pool. So now it's all going to come down to if he can. He's like Childish Vachito. He gets lost in the sauce.
He does.
Definitely.
Also, Childish Vachito, if you're listening, don't get lost in the sauce against Goichi. It's not worth the stream highlight.
I told him.
I'm gonna talk. Jeremy. I'll have a discussion about you later, sir. We'll talk later.
Yo, let's go, Kelso. 4th place? Hell yeah! I heard you turned up at the cookout. Yo, big ups, my man.
Yeah, so you get B4.
I do get B4. Oh,
that's a bingo number. That's a bingo number.
Hook Gang God. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Hook. Hook gets it out easy. After Hook, I think I'm gonna give it to. Do I like JRK or Pivot Ace for out loser? I think I'm gonna give it to Pivot over JRK. In terms of order.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
Those are the 3 I think are definitely gonna make it out of this pool. All right, pass it off to you, Flo.
I got Hook, Pivot Ace, and then holding it down for Florida. BXA's own Red X. No questions.
Oh, so you're gonna so you think Red X is gonna give it over
I think JRK. I haven't seen JRK compete in one single tournament.
Did he compete? He competed at Combo Breaker.
Did he?
Yeah, he did well too.
What? I mean, I didn't see it, so. I mean,
at least maybe I'm delusional. I'm confusing it with. No, I thought. Wait, Lowry, he competed, right?
I believe he did.
I'm not sure, but I think Red X. He's one of Florida's strongest players. I think he's like top 5 in Florida. So I'm afraid. I'm afraid for Red X. I'm afraid for people that have to play Red X.
I'm afraid from anyone who has to play against Florida at this tournament. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of these Florida players I've never heard of, but I'm just scared because they know Ricky potentially. Right? They're the same.
All of them know Ricky.
Isn't that wild though? I'm like, they're the same state as this other guy. They might be a threat. Like, what other player has that? Like, I don't know that. Like that ethos about them. That's wild. All right, and who do you have, Lowry?
I have Hook, JRK, probably Red X. I have a tough time choosing between Red X and Pivot Ace, but I'm gonna go with Red X.
All right, then. Actually, we had 3 different selections this time. That's actually kind of interesting.
It's really interesting.
Oh,
okay. In the C pools.
Kick it off, C block, FloKey. What you thinking?
Oh man. Dogura makes it out. Winners. I got Mr. Mulatto from Florida. He's number 2. And I got Goku Zeme from. Because I haven't seen Rufo Monger compete. And then it's just a matter of, I know Luciano, he's really one of my good friends. But it's just a matter of, with him in particular, it's like, is he like, because he's kind of like going back and forth with this event and like his play. So like, I really hope he plays calm. I think he's a definite dark horse. If Amina Assassin's with him, definitely look out for him. But I think it's
who was your 3rd place?
I got Dogura, Mr. Mulatto, and Goku Zeme.
Okay.
Goku Zeme, I think. Yeah, Goku Zeme. From North Carolina.
That's actually a sweet name.
Yeah, so I have Dogura. Goku Zeme is actually one of my training partners.
Oh.
Okay. She's mad good. She's mad good. Like, holy shit. I've watched her grow from like Evo and she got 33rd at Evo. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. 33rd at Evo. Just amazing player, and just like ridiculous. I have her coming out of losers, and I am gonna go with I also haven't seen Rufo Mongo play. I don't even know what team he plays.
He plays
Krillin.
Napa.
All right, I'm off it.
He's a
Well,
Napa.
that didn't last very long.
I vaguely know of Hex Factor. I vaguely know of Kirby Fox. And
You want a hint? Mulatto plays Hit, Kid Buu, and then he unlocks that third eye. He plays Tien. That team is crazy.
Hit Kid again. You die if you get touched by.
Exactly.
I was gonna say Hit
I'm not
plus
trying to
Tien is
persuade you,
wild.
but I'm just telling you, he's training partners with Ricky. He's actual training partners with Ricky.
Okay.
Guy scares me.
All right, you convinced me. I'll go with Mr.
Ooh! Ooh! All right, we're out here.
As for me, I don't think there's anyone else who really stands out a ton in this. I do know of Kirby Fox. Though I'm not gonna lie, after hearing Mr. Mulatto's team, that's a scary team.
It's really strong.
That's a lot of one thing that I'm kind of getting more respect for as the game is going on, teams that just pump out damage. Like Chris G's team, like just being able to just kill when other characters couldn't is just such a big deal in this game.
Actually, Chris G, is he even coming to CEO this year?
I haven't seen him yet. I'm gonna take Dogura. I'm gonna get Goku Zemi second and Mulatto third. That's about what I'm gonna go for. All right, and we are on to the C pools.
Or C2.
Or C2. Sorry about that.
Nuts Mole, and this is your picks, Lowry.
This pool is actually hard. This pool is really. The people I know of are Damascus, Doza, FS Link, Light, Lotus, Subatomic Sabers, Silent E, and True Lionheart.
Oh my god.
They are all OD. I don't know how much Lotus has been practicing. I'm not sure what team he's playing anymore. But we go way, way, way back when it comes to like early net play days, like way back. I think I have Doza coming out in winners. From there, it's hard. Subatomic Sabers in losers. And I'm gonna go with Lotus as my third. Lotus, you better been practicing.
All right. For me, I think Subatomic gets out winners. I'm gonna give it to him over Doza. I think Doza gets out losers. And my last spot is definitely going to go to FS Link.
This is the home state.
Well, it's not even just home state. Okay, there's some people I pick because they're home state. You know who you are. But there are other people I pick because they're actually really good.
Yeah,
FS Link's actually incredibly strong.
Right.
And his GT Goku team finally has had time to develop.
Right.
I'm scared.
Yeah.
I'm scared for the people he's going to be playing. Now, it's funny. Him and Doza were in the same pool at Combo Breaker.
That's a good point.
And Doza actually denied him. They fought to get out of their pool at Combo Breaker. They were the last slot. Here though, I think Link and Doza both get out. I think that's the state of affairs. But I think, from what I understand, the Link-Doza match was close. Right. Which leads me to believe they're about on the same level. So I think if Doza's getting out, I think Link will also get out. So those.
That's part of why this pool's so hard, right? Like,
yeah,
it's like who's who, right?
Right.
There's lights in there too.
Yeah.
Okay. So Paris Ramirez, going government for a second. You are playing Smash Ultimate right now. I have not seen you touch Dragon Ball Fighters at all. at all.
I played Mr. R last year at CEO. I mean,
Well,
there's a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying-
crossover.
What I'm getting at is that I feel like he's more focused on Smash Ultimate for this
I
event because
I would
it's
be
an
if I was him.
It's an S tier event.
Yes.
So he might be skipping it. I don't know. But I don't see Light making it out. Unfortunately, my picks are Subatomic Sabers. I hope he proves me wrong. I really hope he does, because that man used to be the best in GT, 100%. And then Smash came out. So Subatomic Sabers. I got Dozo over FS Link, and then I have a hot take, Shinobi from Florida.
Okay, so hey, I will say, Flo, you've been very consistent with your Florida picks. We'll see if this strategy
Listen.
pays off.
Listen, if this strategy pays off, because I remember when Ricky talked to me, he's like, "Yo, I'm making sure Florida makes it out of pools at CEO." I'm like, "Prove it."
You've been conspiring with Ricky for this list. You knew the
No,
prediction
not
show
even
was
just for
coming
this
up.
list. Like I've been watching all of them progress. So that's my picks.
Okay.
So Light, prove me wrong, please. I hope your Tohan's good. Please practice. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Fair enough. All right, and I'm going to be kicking off C3 here. Oh, we got Coach Steve in here.
Back.
Super
Yo.
Noon.
Yo, Coach Steve is actually back. That's bad.
All right, so my picks. I'm going to give Super Noon over Coach Steve. So Super Noon gets out winners. Look.
Listen. I respect the choice. I respect thy choice.
It might be a wrong one. It's very possible. Yeah. Well, it depends if Coach Steve or Insane shows up.
He did change his team recently.
And I'm going to give it to Motto in my third slot.
Damn, everybody's taking my third slot.
Lowry, you're up next. I mean, you could pick the same thing.
That's true. I have Super New making it out over Steve, mostly because Steve is on a fresh team. I'm pretty sure he's playing for this one. He's playing Cooler, GT, Bardock.
That's an interesting team.
Yeah. Team you die off a DP.
Oh my god. Every time FloKey does that to me, when he DPs and then sparks, part of me dies.
Yep. So yeah, I have Super Noonan winners, Steve and losers, and Motto as my third.
All right, and then it was over to you, FloKey. How you feeling about this pool?
Okay, listen.
Are you calling Coach Steve over?
Interjection. Is Motto playing the same team?
I don't know who Motto is. It don't matter.
Oh,
this motherfucker, Coach Steve, said I'm back.
Okay.
In a game, Coach Steve is ridiculous. Now, I know he was kind of going back and forth between the Cooler, like you mentioned. I know he's still thinking about Vegito a little bit. He was thinking Vegito blank Bardock. Probably GT Bardock. Which is still not a bad team. I think both Steve and Super Noon are very experienced. But I know Steve is practicing really hard for both this and MK.
Yeah.
I think Steve does it.
Okay, so Steve over Super.
I think the thing is too is that there's not as much footage on Coach Steve as recently as Super Noon.
Okay, that's an interesting angle.
Coach could study. Coach has more to study. So I think Coach beats Super Noon, and then Motto in third.
All right, solid. All right, C4, FloKey.
Okay, so one thing, Scrot for Millions playing my team. I don't think he makes it out.
Oh,
damn!
Wow, there was all that. That was like that setup, right? I was like,
you had me in the first half.
Y'all really had me in the first half.
Now this shit is like Highlander. FloKey's like, there can only be one.
I mean, the thing is too, he's been bouncing between that and Bardock. So I don't know if he's really sticking with it.
Okay.
I really hope he makes it out. But Bombabon is this pool. I think Bombabon beats him.
Okay, so you got Bombabon winners.
I have Bombabon winners, no questions asked. I know Kuba. I see Kuba in here. Dude, I see Perf Dirk from Florida. You know, I think if Scrot makes it out. Oh, actually, no. DJ Malotti's in here. It's DJ Malotti and then Kuba. Sorry, Scrot. Change your team again.
Oof. Absolutely cruel.
I'm sorry. I'm very cruel about my team because everyone tells me not to play it. So I gotta be cruel to other people.
Hey, what is this? What is the cycle of hatred? Did pain teach you nothing? Oh,
pain makes me stronger, motherfucker.
Wait, FloKey, you playing the same team?
Yes.
Just play GT Goku instead of Gohan.
No.
One of them out.
No.
All right.
He's like, yo, I'll play Trunks before I play GT Goku.
Oh my goodness. All right, Lowry, it's over to you. How you feeling?
I like Bombabon.
Yeah.
I think it's just miles away over everybody else. I actually just don't know anybody else. Yeah, I have no idea who anybody else in this pool is, but I'm gonna go with Bronson and Jazz Panther. Oh wait, no, I know Jazz Panther. So I'm gonna say Bronson and Jazz Panther. Yeah,
Florida boys.
Yeah, Florida boys. Florida's taking over.
Yo, they did that final round. They're gonna do it.
They did. They like top 32 was some ridiculous percentage Florida, from what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take Bombabon, obviously, as my first. After that, I'm gonna take Jazz Panther, and I'm gonna take Kuba.
Yeah.
I think Kuba makes it out third slot. He's actually been doing pretty well at Wednesday night fights.
Yeah.
So I think he has a non-zero chance to make it out.
And we all hope everybody makes in all these pools proves us wrong. Seriously.
I mean, if you wanna like clip some random part where we talked about you not making it out, if you make it out, by all means,
please put us on
just
blast.
put us on blast.
Just put us on blast. Maybe I'll buy you Burger King. I don't know. Because listen, man. I'm a broke college graduate. Okay.
That's okay. Just give me some chicken nuggets.
Until spicy nuggets come back on in August.
Hey, look, they got enough likes on that tweet. I better see those nuggets.
You don't have a Wendy's near you?
Yo, Wendy's nuggets are OD.
But do you have one near you?
What's the nearest Wendy's to you?
Unbelievable.
He doesn't
withholding information and shit. Now you gotta play GT Goku.
Yeah, even priced into it.
D1.
Wait. So FloKey, why don't we make a little wager?
Yo, what's up?
So why don't we make a little wager based on who's closer for their CEO predictions?
Okay. Wendy's nuggets?
Oh, are we betting nuggets?
Yo, how is that gonna work though? Because
y'all PayPal.
PayPal you some nuggets.
PayPal you $1.50.
I'll PayPal you a whole 4 for 4.
You wanna do it?
Yeah, I'll PayPal you a whole 4 for 4.
Yeah, I'm in.
Oh, okay. How about all right? Yo. All three of us we in on this?
Find out the exact total for a 4 for 4, and just send it to me.
It should be 437.
I will send you 4. Whoever gets the most gets fucking.
Now you got to handle tax. We broke.
$4.
Winner handles the tax. $4.
All right. $4. It has been established. The person who is closest to our CEO predictions, the other two people will send them $4.
No. How about this? Since we really broke, how about the winner just gets 2 from each other?
All right, you know what? That works.
Let's
do it.
Yo, 4 for 4.
Since we broke, boys.
So by our powers combined, we can create one 4x4.
This is godlike. Wait, question: can you get anything from Halal Guys for 4?
No, Halal Guys is $9.
Damn.
Oh my goodness! Now that would have been a godlike segue if you'd been like, "Yes, actually."
Neither sponsored nor endorsed by nor compensated by Halal Guys.
Oh, thank you for the disclosure. Yes. We can't. I don't want to have to put hashtag ad in the.
Hashtag ad.
Hashtag ad. An ad for Halal Guys.
Yo, seriously, halal. Like next time I'm in New York, I'm getting halal guys on site.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh my
On
goodness!
site.
If I make it up to Defend the North, Lowry,
We're
how
going
far
halal,
how far
guys.
away from Defend the North is Halal guys?
It's like a 5-minute bus ride or like a 15-minute walk.
15-minute walk.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. If I make it to Defend the North, I'll hit you up and we'll go to Halal guys.
We'll do it under the radar meetup with all our guests and like fans.
Word.
Oh my
fans
goodness!
at Halal
Bold of
guys.
you to assume anyone will show up then.
Yo, if you make it out of pools, I need you to pop off.
True.
EST twitch.tv/JDiesel.
Oh, true. Yeah, that's right. If
You gotta go to the camera with like an Akuma pose, and then the Twitch like just
Go
shows
in the
on the back of his. That's OD.
Oh, I have to get it. Oh, you know what we should get done, FloKey? While I'm thinking about it, we should get a shirt. We should both get an under the radar shirt we wear to tournaments.
We should do merch.
Yeah.
Merch would be cool.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're oh god, who was the player who they put their sponsor was My Wallet?
Oh god.
That was Jace.
That was okay.
Yeah, formerly known as Nico Maki.
Yeah.
The artist formerly known.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Back
All right,
to,
so
back to reality.
we've established the terms and conditions for this.
We got D1. This is the last set of pools, boys.
All right, here we go. Final stretch. Make your picks count.
This is on me. So Chris G's definitely making it out.
Yep.
This
Okay,
also.
So
yeah,
Chris is here.
He is here. Yeah. I think Cool Kid will make it out if he's been practicing. I'm not sure if he has. I think I've played Lord Fleeza before. I don't remember where though. He's the only name that I'm familiar with. Yeah, I'm gonna pick him.
Okay.
All right.
What do you got?
For me, I'm going to pick Chris G. Chris G is definitely going to get out first. I am going to, after that, give it to, I think Cool Kid will make it out as well. And I'm actually going to take Jato from Texas.
I actually agree with that. Chris G, Jato, and Cool Kid, 100%. Pumper Jam, don't fail me.
I saw watching him at Texas Showdown. I think he's going to be solid.
Yeah.
All right. And
D2. That is you.
D2. This is off to me. All right, here we got. Oh, there's Frankie G. I recognize him.
Abe again.
This one's hard. This one's hard.
Is brutal. Jeez.
This one's hard.
God.
This one's hard.
All right.
This fool's OD.
I'm gonna take Shanks winner. Sage is out losers. I'm gonna give it to Abe again. I'm not confident in my picks. That's
Are you ready for a hot take?
all right. Are you gonna put Sage over Shanks?
No.
Okay.
Shanks, Sage. Abigail doesn't make it out.
All right. Who you got?
Got K-Sack from Florida. Beerus Cooler Boys.
Okay.
No one knows the
Abe
fuck
gets a
is
cooler
going on
too.
with
He
that
plays
team.
cooler.
Yo, but who cares? There's the fucking God of Destruction's on the team.
I mean,
He wants the pudding.
You're right.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, Lowry. You got the last crack at this one. Who you got?
I got Sage beating Shanks.
Whoa!
I think his team almost hard counters a lot of what Shanks does. Sage team just stops.
It does. The Trunks assist is going to be impactful.
Like too many stop signs. Like that. Like I played his team for a while. Too many stop signs, and the way he plays just like dissuades any sort of like he stops you from playing Dragon Ball and he forces you to play fighting, which is not where you want to be in this game.
Yeah, Shanks comes down to the Xanadu monthlies, or not Shanks, sorry, Sage. And every time I've sat down and had a set with him, I definitely know what you mean, because like we've sat and just played for like long stretches, and he's also the way he looks at the game. He's in depth. Some people, they like pretend to like be really deep into the game. He's just naturally deep into it. The way he analyzes things and approaches it. Also, he's really receptive to feedback, which I think is really huge, especially for these like up and coming players.
Agreed.
He's also a Parsec boy.
Parsec.
Shout out to Parsec. So yeah, I have Sage over Shanks, and I have Ignan making it out.
Okay.
Especially with his new team. His new team is kind of OD. He doesn't get snapped. He plays I believe it's Nappa, Cooler, Goku.
Interesting.
Yeah. Alrighty, and D3 here.
It's me.
It is.
Oh, it's me.
3. Ooh, let's move on to D4.
Yo, D4 is we don't talk about D4. We're on D3.
Oh my god. All right.
let's
Let's focus on D3 for a second.
Gotta worry about one thing. I got Goichi. Got Childish Vegito. Over Decline, 100%. I think Decline. I think Jeremy plays too many Zamasus. And then all the way from Massachusetts, I got Youngfish, big old prodigy.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't see Tyrant making it out. I think Tyrant's gonna be at the.
You think
him
fourth?
in Damascus. I think him, yeah, definitely fourth, for sure. So, Lowry, you're up.
Goichi, Childish Vegito, and I will also take Young Fish. I think this pool is pretty top heavy.
Yeah, this pool doesn't feel as open. The next pool is going to be a little different. Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow suit on this one. I think you're right. I think Tyrant's out at fourth. I don't think he gets it.
I think he's been playing Colleen in Street Fighter 5. I think that's his main game.
Yeah. Now, this is the real pool. All the other pools were leading up to this.
Yeah, this pool. Okay, Lowry, you start. This is yours.
Yeah, Lowry, you're up first.
I mean, this pool also seems kind of top heavy. Like, I think it's Sonic, then Pred, then Rick. And that's kind of it. Like,
you're not Sonic so no mind to like JDR.
I do mind. I just don't like. That's like my only question mark: JDR versus Ricky. But I don't see anybody beating Sonic or Pred, and I don't see Pred beating Sonic like at all. And I think Pred's just like playing too godlike right now. Like if Pred were in what's it called? In like Super Noon's pool, Pred would win that pool.
Agreed.
I feel like he's playing that well.
So,
or if he were in like Doza's pool, he would just win that pool.
If this was Combo Breaker, I would actually pick Legendary Pred over Sonic. But I think Combo Breaker was kind of the wake-up call for Sonic. I know he was very upset about how he played, and from what I understand, he's been on the grind. And Sonic, when he's on the grind, is nigh unbeatable. I don't think he gets it over Pred. I think if this was Combo Breaker Sonic, I think Pred would actually beat him. But I think if this is a powered-up Sonic, I just don't see it. So I'm going to give it to Sonic over Pred. Now, shout-outs to Pred, though. He trains a lot with my boy Big Bag Mill. And, like, absolutely phenomenal. And Ricky, see, here's the thing. I'm not convinced Pred beats Ricky, though. I think those three get it out. I think JDR is scary. I don't think he's actually going to get out, though. I mean, I at least thought about it, but yeah. All right, that's kind of my takes.
You boys are going to hate me.
Who you got?
I got Ricky over Sonic Fox.
Really?
The man didn't make Combo Breaker. The man's been hungry. He's the best in Florida.
Okay.
I want to see how he does against Sonic Fox.
So you think Ricky? You think he beats Pred?
I think he smokes Pred.
Wow. Okay. Not even beats, smokes.
Because my thing is about Pred. Me and Pred are boys. I think because he's been back and forth between Bluku and GT
Yeah.
a lot. The thing is that if you're going into a tournament with that mindset of thinking about how many different characters you could play,
Yeah.
this motherfucker Ricky has been playing the same damn team since I've known him, and like he's put 21 Broly on his back.
Agreed.
How many people do you know play 21 Broly?
None.
Just telling you.
Exactly. And I think it's going to come down to Ricky and Sonic. And it was a toss-up, but I have the utmost faith in my boy.
Okay.
I think Ricky can do it. If Ricky stays calm, keeps his mind at ease, and if he plays at the mindset he did at Final Round, and even beyond, this dude's been on a tear since Final Round.
You know how hard it is to play calm against Sonic?
Yeah, I had to do it firsthand. And
I mean,
it's hard, but I think with Ricky's style and his team, yeah, he has experience against Sage, but I think Ricky's a different kind of Broly, and I think his team is very unique to that. So I think it's gonna be Ricky, Sonic, Pred.
All right.
JDR fourth.
And that is going to conclude our predictions.
Sonic Fox, I don't know you as much. You probably are gonna be like about this if you ever see this, but I got Ricky, boy. I got a rep. There was a reason why I picked Florida top to bottom. I think every single one of my picks were from Florida. At least one pool.
You had a lot of Florida picks. That is definitely not for debate.
Because Florida's been... I believe the hype.
All right. You know what? Much more power to you. Anyways, that is going to bring us to a little bit of a wrap-up here as we get towards the end. Lowry, thank you so much for joining us today, my man.
Yeah, thank you for gooning out.
Yeah, like, I know you kind of got
You were just gooning out the entire time.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and we got this sick combined 4x4 riding in the two.
There is a 4 for 4 on the line now.
Oh,
4
my
for
God.
4. Got the Bardock bandana on right now.
Oh, let's go.
Ready to level 3 somebody who doubts me. Like, let's...
Yo, is it the halal guys like the remnants of halal guys that you just finished?
That's powerful.
Now, so contrary to popular belief, I don't eat halal guys nearly as much as people think I do. Mostly because going into Manhattan from where I live is a chore, and then I have to get the food then come back. But whenever I am in Manhattan, I'm definitely getting halal, 100%.
See, the only reason why is because every time I see you on Twitter, it's the only thing you bring up.
I have to try to get sponsored, baby.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Yo,
hashtag ad.
Yo, hashtag. You think halal guys? If you see this, sponsor my man Lowry.
Make it happen.
Sponsor me on level 3, you. And it will hit.
OD like that.
Let's go. All right. Well, one thing we like to do at the end, Lowry, one of our favorite things, is we like to give our guests, 5 or so minutes to kind of anyone you want to shout out, anything you want to talk about, want to big ups, whatever you want to do, man. You got 5 minutes. Take it away.
5 minutes? I could definitely fill that. All right. So, big shout out to everybody in the FGC. You're all awesome. And for somebody who is basically a 2018er, coming in and doing as well as I have in Dragon Ball, y'all have treated me like family, and I appreciate that so much. I will hopefully be able to contribute more as stuff, as more games come out and stuff like that. And I love y'all. Love all y'all. Shout outs to Bum. Shout outs to everybody at the HOC. Shout outs to everybody in Connecticut. Y'all have all treated me like family. Shout outs to Maryland. Shout outs to Sharpie and all them taking care of me. Shout outs to my sister, basically sister at this point, Amanda Stevens, the esports queen. She treats me like family as well. Appreciate her very much. And yeah, there's a lot of people I'm probably forgetting. But yeah, like y'all are awesome. Shout outs to my MTG crew that always cheers me off at FGC. Shout out to the FTC crew that always cheers me on for MTG, all this other stuff.
That's
yeah,
good.
it's awesome. Like I am very fortunate and privileged to be able to not only compete in multiple games, but thrive in their communities. And yeah, y'all can follow me at twitter.com/AU Lowry. Y'all can follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/AU Lowry. Don't have me on Facebook. That's creepy. Don't do that. It's like, nah.
That's cat. That's cat.
Yeah, I'm already trying to quell people. Like, but
You're like, who are you people? Why are you?
But I don't stream as much anymore because it's been really busy, and also it's June Pride Month, queer as fuck, so I gotta represent.
Happy Pride, my friend. By the way.
Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, all that good stuff. My next tournament is gonna be Defend the North.
All right.
For FGC. For MTG, I'm playing at SCG Worcester, Massachusetts, the week before Defend the North.
Good luck.
So,
what's the format?
The format, I believe, is standard.
Okay.
That's the weekend M20.
I gotta ask, what are you playing?
I don't know yet. I have to see the rest of the set before it comes out. I'm probably playing something with Chandra in it because that's my card.
Busted.
You got 3 to choose from, so
it's 4. It's actually 4.
Do we get?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, that's a 4th one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have MTG content over at hipstersofthecoast.com. And that's pretty much it. I think that's all I got.
That was a solid shout out.
Wow.
Shout out to one of my partners, Kieran. I love you very much. They are amazing. I love them dearly, dearly, dearly. You are the best. That's all I got. I'm done.
Hey, that is more than enough, man. And you know what? Normally we give people that time and they're not quite sure. Nah, you had it. That was perfect.
You
ran it.
No. Wait, I told y'all this dude wanted to be on the podcast. He was like, "Yo, FloKey, my man."
I definitely hit you up.
you are my man. When am I being on the podcast? And you delivered 100%.
I was gonna say this was an absolutely awesome episode, but
God.
All good things must come to a close, and this podcast is no different. So for those of you who enjoyed the podcast and tuned in, thank you so much for listening. Be sure to follow myself, FloKey on Twitter. Drop a follow on Twitch, a sub if you want. Be sure to follow Lowry as well at any of the various social media links he just gave to you. His Twitter is also on screen right now for you to check out.
In the right direction.
Yeah. Point that way, FloKey. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. I'm mirrored. Okay, yeah, there we go. We got it. But absolutely fantastic stuff. But anyways, I have been JDiesel.
I have been FloKey.
And I've been Lowry.
And this has been Under the Radar. Peace out, guys.
Say goodbye! I'll erase you completely!